Morning musings from the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Good morning, everyone. Wow, so much to do today. As usual, let me, there we go. Um, and I just have a list, and so many things to do, so many things to do. One of those things is this lemon challenge that started yesterday, and today is day two, and I will be painting the same lemon again. You can see the setup there, and just with a different perspective and a different way. And I think today what I want to do with you on this lemon challenge is to paint the lemon uh, in values, to do a value scale. So like black and white, and then mix up like five values. Five is, I mean, maybe even three. Maybe we'll do today with three values or four. Five. I don't know. I don't know. I will decide. But that's going to be the work for today is, yesterday was just painting the lemon. Just paint one. Paint one how you usually paint things. And then today I want to get more of a focus on the value. So those of you who are following in this lemon challenge, um, I we are going to dive into the values today, because when you get a real good sense of values, we could do 30 days of just doing value paintings of lemons, and that would be an it would be just incredibly useful for all of us, always, uh, advanced and beginners alike. Yeah, I'm spending a little time on the values today. And I'm thinking, because my lighting is bad when I come on to do the live stream, I may film it and then we'll come on later on today, when more of you are awake on the other side of the world, and it's still a feasible time for the folks here in Europe as well. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, and coming on, and doing and talking you through the live stream. I'm not sure. It's always better to just be painting, right? Unless I can, it is a still life, so I can kind of set it up. But I get glares. I get glares, bad lighting. And as you saw yesterday, my setup is all patented stuff around here, right? My little studio. But that's what I can do, and it works. And a big lesson that I learned in my life is good enough is much better than nothing at all. So being a perfectionist type and wanting everything to be uh, perfect, which never works, obviously, but that is the space that I'm coming to. I want everything to be, you know, just perfect. My setup, um, all the paints, the perfect canvases, the perfect this, the perfect that. And in my life, it has stopped me from doing things, from taking the risk and stepping out, because I knew I knew that nothing was perfect. I knew that uh, I was not good enough uh, to step out and show where I am, my tiny little studio, my artwork, my this, my that, and oh my goodness, what a waste of time. Seriously, what a waste of time. Oh my goodness, I haven't put up my chat. my dears. So sorry. Let's hopefully it will connect beautifully. Yes. Okay. Um, that is that's where I'm at today. I've got lots to do. Doing the lemon painting. Either I'll set it up and try and figure out a better setup so that you guys can see better and it can work better for you. And I have other projects as well that I need to get done today. And of course, a new YouTube video coming out. And because of my beautiful Beb, hi Beb, uh, I was suggesting to her on the lemon painting yesterday that for studies like this, for practicing, for just painting something, you don't need to spend any money. Like you can recycle and use a lot of things. Let's say you haven't got a canvas. Well, you can take a piece of foam, you can take a piece of cardboard, and you just gesso the heck out of it, and you can use that just fine for these studies. And, these are not for sale. These are not artworks, masterpieces. We get so stuck on the idea that, oh, what if it's a masterpiece? What if I did a really, really great painting and I can't do it again? Well, that's poppycock. Anybody remember that phrase? It's poppycock. That's ridiculous, you guys. That's ridiculous. uh, you can, in fact, copy any painting that you have done previously. If it happened to be something that was like your best one, uh, that's fine. Take a photo of it, keep it on record, and bring it up and use it when you're better and you have more experience and you know how to better create what you need to create. You can take that photo reference and create an even better painting than the one that you thought that you already did. And, you know, that is all part of like just getting off that um that pedestal of everything's got to be perfect and that pedestal idea because you're creating art that it has to be a masterpiece. And come on, right? Most of us, most of us will never create that kind of masterpiece that will be in museums 100 years from now. And, when I'm dead and gone, I don't really care if any of my paintings are in, the big museums. It's okay, great. If they get in there, that's fine, but I don't care. I don't care. Right now, the reality is that I'm in this tiny little studio, right? I'm in this tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island, and this is what I can do. This is what I'm doing. So, I I mean, I come to my art, and when I first began painting again after so many years, I came back to my art and I was like, I can't show this very, like average, bad lemon painting that I did yesterday. I can't show that to the world because it ain't perfect. It's not museum quality. Oh my gosh, the vanity. The vanity of it all. Seriously, the vanity of it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, anyways, so here's the thing, you guys, just paint a freaking lemon. Paint a bad lemon. come to your paintings each day with this openness and understanding that, you know, there's a pretty high chance that this is going to be an average painting that you paint that day. There's a pretty good chance that it's going to be a flop, that is going to be like for the garbage. There's a pretty good chance that it might be a pretty decent painting. You know, the point is, and the practice is coming to your easel, mixing the colors on your palette for these next 30 days. That's it. That's all we need to do. And we're only going to be painting lemons. Yeah, we'll probably put in a pot or some kind of background or something else in there. But for this first week, all we're doing is painting one lemon. What we are doing is really honing in on values. We're really honing in on creating form. Just one lemon, because as my beautiful mentor says, if you can paint a lemon, you can paint anything. And that is a fact. Everything out there in the landscape is a lemon. The tree is a lemon. The rocks are lemons. The atmospheric perspective is essentially a lemon, right? You still got to do it, painting a lemon in atmospheric perspective, getting the roundness of the curving back. You got to get it. You got to know how to do that. And if you can do it in a lemon with a simple still life setup, you don't need to go outside. You don't need to have the whole plein air palette set up and all of the stuff that goes with it. You don't need anything. All you really need is one brush. You need some paint and gesso so that you can um, just paint over a cardboard box, a piece of cardboard or some paper like what I'm using. I'm using a 250-gram paper. It's for gouache and things like that. Yeah. Um, but I'm just gessoing it and painting in oils on top of it because no, they're not sellable stuff. They're studies. This is work in progress. This is the key to getting past your boundaries. It's reestablishing your balance, your strength, your holding yourself upright as you are learning to walk through this painting experience. So, this is the practice of opening up. Get rid of all the other stuff. We don't need it. Just a lemon, just, black and white, if that's all you got, or burnt sienna and white, if that's all you got, or blue and white, if that's all you got. And we're going to paint values today. Ha, 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 ha. And what does this have to do with you as a living, breathing human being, right? What does this have to do with you? Coming back to basics, coming back to the diving board and actually learning and relearning, perhaps uh, retracing your steps on the diving board till you get to the end where you push down and dive off into your creativity. If you can't do that process well, if you haven't got it down, when you dive into your creativity, you may have a pretty bad fall into that pool. But if you know where you're going, if you know how it works, if you've got those foundational elements underneath you, then your feet will run strong on the board. They will push down and you will dive up into the air into this beautiful swan dive, maybe doing a couple of who knows what, all you divers out there, and hitting the water beautifully without any splash. And you dive into your creativity and you have all the elements right there within you. That's why we go back to painting lemons. And I suggest you do this once a year. Go off, do your thing after this, learn what you need to learn, find your mentors and tutors and coaches through your creative and artistic journey. But come back to spending a month painting just lemons, right? Just paint a lemon. And yeah, of course, in the next weeks, we'll be painting other things as well and creating still lifes so that at the end, you will have a superb gift to yourself, a superb gift. And so, yeah, I'm going to do a video, work on a video of being the frugal painter. And when you're doing studies and something like this 30-day challenge, that you can use a piece of cardboard to create your painting. You can use foam board or, something that you've got laying around that you can turn into a canvas. It's not going to be the perfect canvas. We don't care, right? That's not the point. We're doing little studies, little tiny studies. So um, I want everybody to take a breath and just woof, relax and let it go. If you're able to, and you've got all the equipment and you've got all your stuff, great. Of course, obviously. Um, but there are a lot of people out there who want to paint and the weight of, they feel the weight of the cost, the expenses, what they think they need for to create an oil painting. No, no, I think we all better just kind of relax with that and just kind of let it go. You know what I mean? So yeah, all right. That's it for today, you guys. Be inspired, be creative, be you, and I will see you all later today. Take care.